Back where we left off. Let me see. I probably can drop this to 5. I think that's a little better. I'm not sure why, but my mic is picking up louder sometimes, like when it feels like it. No clue why. Time to pick up where we left off.
Yes. Long ago.
Good day.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that arid wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Loot Lane. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
That's how you start a story.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
What a nice guy.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Loot Lane, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I am glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, it all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Tal Rasha. No one knows exactly where Tal Rasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now.
Nice guy.
Where can I take you? That old desert fox L6 is as crafty as they come. Years back, he made off with a small fortune of my caravan's wares. I certainly never expected to see him so domesticated.
L6. That'll be someone to
Yes?
talk to.
For trade in magic and the like, see Drognin or Lysander. Drognin is the wisest man I know, without equal in magic and ancient lore. Poor Lysander is nearly deaf, but he's a reliable potion chemist. For travel back west, see Wariv, whom you already know. Our own Farah is a fine and honest armorer, and she can heal wounds as well. Elzix is the innkeeper, and may also have some items to trade. Grays, the mercenary captain I hired to secure the gates of Lut Gholein, keeps order in town as well. There are others here too. I'm sure you'll meet most of them. Just look around. Nashif is an honorable man, but I fear that he is growing impatient with me about impounding his ship. I dare not tell him what's really happening in this city.
Ooh, so that looks like I know who to talk to about going to the next act. Okay, that's the sewers. Here's Mashif.
Greetings. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency. Wariv is a good friend. We've shared many tales, he and I. If we had it all to do over again, I believe we'd both be explorers of some renown.
Seems like a real nice guy.
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times. Jaren's been acting strange lately. I can't imagine why he would call the town guards into the palace. Yes? Jaren's been acting strange lately. I can't imagine why he would call the town guards into the palace. There's something wrong in there. I hope he doesn't expect me to handle it.
First things first, I need to stock up on potions.
I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful. In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son, my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor, just up the street.
The Radamant Slayers. Find Radamant Slayer in the Loot Galane sewers. Oh, there's 2 sewer entrances, it looks like.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago. Atma is a good, loving woman, but I fear she will succumb to her despair and hatred. I believe that the creature you refer to is one of the ancient Horadric mummies from the tombs that lie buried beneath the desert sands. It is unusual for one of his kind to be so far away from his resting place. I sense in this entity a restless and malevolent spirit. Atma is...
Good day. I talked at length with Warif as we crossed the desert from Khanduras. He has many fascinating tales of the dangers of the desert. His experience may be useful to you. The Horadrim used to mummify their highest mages and infuse them with spells that would allow them to protect their tombs, even after death. I have no idea why one of them would be acting so malevolently. Perhaps Drognan or Farah would know more about this.
How do I know I can trust you, hmm? You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. But if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course. Potions are delicate mixtures. They're just as liable to go off in your face as anything.
Okay, I don't want those potions then.
I hear that beast is after body parts. Does he eat them? Ugh, ghastly.
I've heard tales of walking corpses out in the desert at night, though I've never actually seen one.
Okay, Warriv.
Halt! You may not pass. You may not...
Drognan.
I've heard that you are responsible for banishing Andariel back to the burning hells. I'm impressed, stranger. That couldn't have been easy. My name is Drognan, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look over my inventory of items for trade.
Nothing good for the druids, eh?
Ask and learn. I've been practicing magic for more years than you could know. I'm older than I look, though not so old that I can't conjure up a few sparks. Farah and I have been talking about the creature recently. From my studies, I have deduced that it is Radamant the Fallen, an ancient Horadric mummy that has for some reason left his tomb to prey on mortals. I'm doing some more research now. If you check back later, I may have some more insight as to his nature.
Wow, that's actually very helpful.
I bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert.
Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer.
Am I allowed to have two of these people? I don't remember. Oh, there go the dogs. Where's this innkeeper?
You look like a sturdy adventurer. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me. Geglash is a fool who would fight his own shadow if he could. Fighting's all he ever thinks about. I hear that the creature kills his victims in order to hack off their limbs. I guess that makes me a less likely candidate, eh?
Oh, is he missing legs? Yeah, it looks like he's got like a peg leg or something. And I forgot to gossip with you.
We do a good job in town, but beyond the city gates, you'll find all manner of demons. I've personally found some of that devil's victims washed up out of the sewer. Often they are missing limbs or a head, and their bodies have always been skinned.
Gross.
At first, the creature raided the town at night. That's how Atma lost her family. Now we've got him barricaded in the sewers. You're safe up here on the surface, but every now and again, some fool wants to be a hero and heads down to the waste tunnels with a pig sticker.
Hey, don't touch my drink, or I'll bore a hole into your skull with my thumb.
You are anything but helpful.
Good to see you. There are two entrances to the sewers, I believe. One of them is right near here, down by the water beneath the docks. I can see it from my ship, and you can bet I keep an eye on it every night.
Okay, he's just acknowledging that there's another entrance. We'll trust Mashif. We'll go this way. Did I actually exhaust Atma's dialogue, though? I don't think I did.
Greetings. The creature makes its lair in the tunnels beneath the city. He butchered my husband and son. I simply cannot bear to talk about it.
Understandable. To the sewers. Never know when one of those will come in handy. dropping good amounts of gold now. That was exceedingly lucky, I guess. I knew I forgot something. Got lucky on the first floor. Hey Matt, how's it going? That's a crowd. I don't expect anything else of you right now. I didn't expect there to be 3 layers of the sewer. Oh, that's so good. These are almost always worth it. 20% damage taken goes to mana. I think my attack rating has left much to be desired. %. Yeah, my attack rating leaves much to be desired. I feel like I need a bigger weapon. Wow, that guy's poison lasts forever. Yeah, we're not dealing with that. Kill Radamant.
Greetings.
Good day.
That seems like a very good way to handle resource management. Man, did that guy just not die. That's something. Roderick's scroll.
Rudiment, return to dust.
Turn to Atma for a reward. The Roderick staff. Show the scroll to Cain and Luke Ghislaine. Book of Skill. Let's just make the firestorm bigger. The more expensive. I'm a druid. It's like a necromancer barbarian. I summon spirit wolves and nature vines and volcanic fissures. You know, druid stuff. Just exploring for fun now. I want to see where that other entrance led. Basically, Man, I really bypassed, like, all of this level.
I can't carry you.
Hmm.
I'll put that to good use.
There we go. She's much tougher now.
Good day.
Hello. They say that the taste of vengeance is bittersweet, but I find it to my liking.
Good
In
for you.
addition to my undying gratitude, I have spoken on your behalf with the rest of the townspeople. The merchants have agreed to show their gratitude by offering their wares and services at lower rates. Oh, Jaren wants to see you too. You'll find him in front of the palace.
What a nice offer. That's pretty cool.
They say that the taste of Tell me your troubles.
What a nice lady.
Good day. Whoa, whoa. Radamant the Fallen, is it? I've fallen off many a bar stool. No one calls me Geglash the Fallen. They might go so far as to say, Geglash, you've fallen.
This guy has got to be like an Easter egg or something, right?
There are some ancient tombs out there in the desert. You have to go pretty far to find them, though. Rumor has it that they are crawling with walking corpses now. Shit. As if the saber cats and claw vipers weren't bad enough.
This public house used to be quite lively, until this plague of evil. Luckily, I've managed to save away a tidy nest egg. Unfortunately, I couldn't save everything I cared for.
Let's hear what everyone else has to say.
My ship is your ship. Good job, mate. At night out on my ship, I was often awakened by that fiend's awful moaning. I'll bet I rest easier now.
Nice guy. Wariv.
Good day. Atma's been telling everyone what you've done for her.
You may not pass.
Good day. I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage, Tal Rasha, keeps Baal imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city. Drognin is wise and is sure to have some helpful advice for you as to how Tal Rasha's tomb may be found. It may take you quite some time to find the tomb. May you be ready when you do. Even though he was once a bandit, I permitted Elzix to take over the Desert Rain Inn. He has been quite civilized ever since.
Seven tombs. Find Tal Rasha's tomb. And look, I can go back to the rogue encampment this way. Haha!
You've killed Rodamant, eh? That's quite a nice piece of work. If you ever need a job as a mercenary, I'd be happy to sign you up. Drognin's a mystery to me. Then again, I never did trust mages much. If you're going into the deep desert, why not hire a few of my men to watch your back?
Greetings. We ran into one of those old tomb guardians when I ran with my bandits. I know they aren't easy foes to face, so you sure have my respect. Have you told Atma yet? We've all fared well under Jaren's leadership. The town has remained safe throughout this whole mess. And yet the lad still seems very upset about something. So, you're going to search for the 7 tombs, huh? Don't you know that they're just desert legends, passed between merchants and travelers? No one really believes that they exist.
Let's ask Wariv. He might know something.
Very careful, my friend. I think I've seen enough recently not to doubt that these tombs exist. And if they do, they are most certainly guarded by terrible creatures. By ship is the only way eastward from here. I believe Captain Mashif has a small trading vessel moored at the docks.
Good to see you. Ah, the lost Horodric scroll. What a fortunate turn of events. As the last living Horodrim, I alone have knowledge of its meaning. Now, to read the Horodric runes it bears. The Horodric mages, after binding Bale within Tal Rasha, magically sealed off his burial chamber from the mortal realm. Those same mages also crafted fearsome Horodric staves, and imbued them with the special power to open the chamber's hidden door.
That seems very...
After nearly losing one to the thievery of a rogue sorcerer, they divided all the Horodric staves into two parts, wooden shaft and metal headpiece, hiding them separately to safeguard them. The Horodrim foresaw our current plight and designed the hiding places to reveal themselves to worthy heroes like you. Collect both parts of a Horodric staff and unite them using a Horodric cube. Then you may enter Tal Rasha's burial chamber.
That's a very, very oddly specific set of circumstances there.
If you haven't already, tell Atma that Rodamant is dead. Mashif is an interesting man. Part of him longs for the freedom of the open seas, yet his heart belongs in his homeland. Diablo nears his goal. We have little time to lose. Remember, my friend, that Andariel gave herself willingly to Diablo's cause. It would be prudent to assume that the other evils will attempt to aid their master as well.
Good evening. Mashif is an honest man as far as I can tell. He has never pestered me about my past. As you have helped Atma and all of us, so shall I help you. Legend has it that Tal Rasha lies imprisoned within his tomb, forever struggling to keep the Lord of Destruction bound. His was a selfless act, although perhaps foolhardy.
Yeah, I'm sure there might have been other ways.
There's nothing the right portion can't cure.
That sure sells for a pretty penny.
Oh, the sweetest desert flower. That's Atma. Even my strongest brew can't bring back her family, though.
Weren't there potions of resurrection in Diablo 1?
When Tal Rasha chose to embody the spirit of Baal, he knew his doom was to wrestle eternally against the will of the greater evil. Look around you and ask yourself, has the battle been won or lost?
Good evening. From what you tell me, it would seem that Rodamant was bent on the task of reviving his own mummified corpse with the flesh of the living. This is very unusual indeed. It takes an incredible magic power to alter the singular purpose of an undead mind. Perhaps there is a power at work here, which is beyond my ken. The Horadrim were a powerful order, although maybe too prideful. Tal Rasha was one of their order, and that should tell you something. Any man who believes himself strong enough to contain one of the prime evils is in for a rude awakening, I should think. Tal Rasha's tomb is hidden deep in the desert among 6 others. Tal Rasha's symbol marks the true tomb. If you want to know what that symbol is, you should be able to find it within the legendary Arcane Sanctuary.
Yep. What's my current objective? Horadric Staff. Search the halls of the dead under the dry hills for the cube. Search the maggot lair under the far oasis for the shaft. Search the Claw Viper Temple for the headpiece. We grinding, boys. Let's talk to Mashif a little bit.
I'm sorry, I can't help you much here. Now, if the tombs were across the ocean, then I'd be the guy to talk to.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, I'd go with you to those tombs, but, I don't like all that living dead stuff.
I've heard legends of the tomb of Tal Rasha, but I thought they were just...
Alrighty. Well, that's enough being safe. Let's dump our money in the box and venture out into the hopeless desert. Oh, I remember these fuckers.
Thank you.
I need to get a spear or something. That is so worthless. hate these things so much. What's a Volg? Polearm. I'm probably going to keep going for another hour here. I want to get to a stopping point. Was there a path over here? No, just a gap. I might not find a better weapon for some time. I think I finally found the next area. No, I didn't. No, I did. The Dry Hills.
can't carry it. I can't carry it. I am overburdened. I can't carry it.
Also the dead, huh? We're just getting all our damage from these charms at this point.
put that to good use.
Okay. Finally found it. That's one dead end. Let's just make that fire nasty. 36 to 48 damage and a huge AoE. I always forgot that there's things that spawn enemies.
I'll put that to good use.
another one. Alrighty, level 2. I'm making use of the bare essentials here. Come on, die already.
I can't carry anymore.
Time to offload some stuff.
It is an honor to serve you.
Yes?
I finally got something better than these.
Greetings.
A trident would be interesting. I wonder what weapons are unique to the druid. Probably nothing, right? Like clubs. Hmm. Let's get some heavy armor on. I like flails. Flails are fun.
I'll put that to good use.
Okay. Okay, we're almost done exploring. That's some nice damage there that we probably just unlocked. Very fast. Increased attack speed. Fires magic arrows.
I'll put that to good use.
3 to 11. 2 to 9. That's much better. Wither string. Whoa, that was a trap. Now let's see. Pelum. Okay. Never heard of a Pelum. There's only so many places we can go still. I have a feeling that I missed a checkpoint somewhere. Search the halls of the dead. Already did that. There was a waypoint in the sewers level 2? Man, I missed a lot, I guess.
Good day.
Good day. You have quite a treasure there in that Horadric cube. According to Horadric lore, the cube can restore a Horadric staff. To do it, use the cube as you would a scroll. When the cube opens, place both pieces of the staff into it and use the cube's transmute power. You'll be pleased to know that the cube has other alchemical uses as well. 6 gems plus 1 sword transmute into a socketed longsword. You may also transmute 2 quivers of crossbow bolts into 1 quiver of arrows, while 2 quivers of arrows yield 1 quiver of bolts. I must leave it to you to discover other formulae.
I think this just stays here forever to remind you of those basic recipes. Boom, baby. Transmute. Ah. Flawed emerald. We're going up the scale now on rarity. Chip Topaz Tier Rune. Vicious Pelum of Replenishing.
How may I help you?
Yeah. I feel like that's a good enough stopping point, and we're going to end here for the night.